Hey everyone, Tristan back with another video, and in this video I'm reviewing the new Apple Magic Trackpad 2. This is it that you see here. And I have to say, refer to my other video that I've posted in the past on the original version. I've been using that for pretty much ever since it came out, and I really like it. I can't go back to using a mouse again. I find the trackpads just to be a lot more ergonomic, easier on the hands and the wrist, because you're not doing a motion where you're grabbing a mouse and you're moving it, which can lead to wrist strain. On the trackpad, you're just kind of gliding over it and pressing it lightly, and it's just a lot more ergonomic and more fun to use and more comfortable. So I was really happy with the original, but when the Apple Magic Trackpad 2 came out, I really had to get it because the improvements with it are pretty numerous. First of all, it's bigger, so you got more of a surface area that you can use for moving things around and more precision and stuff like that. Also, the surface area is more rectangular, as you notice here, so it better matches your screen in a way rather than the old one, which was more of a square. So I find that kind of nice. The Magic Trackpad 2 also has a little bit more of a thinner profile on it as well because of the fact that it no longer takes AA batteries. It has an internal rechargeable lithium battery, and you actually charge it up with a lightning cable. And if you look on the back here, this is the lightning port right here. So that's the lightning port where you can charge it up, and this is the on-off switch. You can pretty much leave that on all the time because it'll automatically go to sleep when you put your computer to sleep. But if you're going to be away for a while, if you want to save even more energy and prevent the battery from draining even faster, you can just turn it off if you're going on vacation or something like that. To pair it, it's really easy. You can either just pair it the normal way via your Bluetooth control panel in settings in macOS 10, or you can just plug it in with the lightning cable to the USB on the computer and it will automatically pair with that Mac. So that works really well. In terms of how long the battery lasts, it lasts about a month, they say. I've only had this for a couple weeks, but if I check my control panel here on the computer, it shows that I've got 80%. So I do believe that it probably lasts a month or even longer. And then to charge it, it takes less than 2 hours or so. Maybe even just about an hour, just by plugging in the lightning to USB cable and putting it into your computer. And you can use it while it's charging as well. So I really like not having to put in AA batteries anymore and keeping those around. It's just a really nice design that they put in a rechargeable battery. The other big thing that they added to this is what they call haptic feedback. So it has little motors inside, actually, that are activated when it's on. And that is actually what provides the clicky feel when you press on it. And you can press it once to get a little click, but then you can also press it a little harder and you get a stronger click. Now, it's really hard to demo that in the video, but I can really feel it when I click on it. When you turn this off, it doesn't actually click at all. It's just like pressing down on a table or something. So that's very interesting and kind of cool. So it really shows you all of the technology that went into this. The other really cool thing about the haptic feedback is under certain operations under OS X, it'll actually give you a feel, like a little bit of a haptic feedback feel. One of the operations, for instance, is if you move the spotlight window around. You bring up spotlight and then you move it out of place. And then when you bring it back into place using the Magic Trackpad, it'll actually kind of give you a little bit of a click or a little bump when you get it right in the default place again. So that's one way to test that out, and it works really, really well. The other cool thing though is you can actually change the clicks in terms of how hard it would take to actually evoke a click. You can make it firm, medium, or light, depending on what your preference is. You can also turn off the clicking sound if you want, make it totally silent. So it won't change the feel at all, but it'll actually change the sound. And that's all controlled by the control panel, the trackpad control panel in settings in El Capitan. So they've really upped the technology on the Magic Trackpad 2 versus the original. And it just has a lot more really cool features as well. Now it has tons of different gestures you can do in terms of scrolling and swiping with 3 fingers, 2 fingers to go back in your browser. This new version is worth the money, even though it's about $125 or something like that. Certainly quite expensive, but I've been really, really happy with it, and the level of customization that you have with it is also really nice. Being able to adjust not only just the tracking speed, but also the feel of it and the sound of it is really incredible. If you like more of a firm, clicky kind of feel, you can set the software to be more of a firm click, or if you like more of a light click, you can do that. And then also it's so cool because you can turn the click sound that this makes totally off if you want to when you click it. Let me see if I can demo that for you with my microphone. I've got the trackpad settings panel open up right now. And let's see if we can change that. So I've got the microphone held up right next to the Magic Trackpad 2, and it's on medium clicks with the silent clicking off. Let's see how it sounds. So the first click you hear is just the normal tap, and then pressing on harder enables you to look up certain words, like it'll automatically bring up a dictionary or something like that. If you click on a word and then hold it down and press it harder, that's what that does. But it can also do other things too. Now I've got silent clicking on, and you can hopefully hear the difference in sound that it makes with silent clicking on. So hopefully you can hear it hardly makes any sound at all. Turn silent clicking back off. And again, that's done all in the engine inside the Magic Trackpad. Really very cool. If I turn this off and press it, it won't even click at all. It'll just be completely off. So here's the bottom of it. It's got kind of a white glossy type bottom, and then you've got the 4 little rubber pads there to protect your desk and to give it a softer feel on your desk. And then the top of it is kind of white. It's sort of a whitish gray or off-white. From certain angles it looks white, from certain other angles it looks silver or gray. And here I've got the original Apple Magic Trackpad on the right and the Magic Trackpad 2 on the left. And you can kind of get a sense of the different color as well as the different size of both of them. So you can kind of see that, in comparing the form factor, the new one is certainly a lot wider. It's thinner and lower to the desk. And it also is a different color. It's more of a white. This is more of a gray. Now, I don't use Apple's stock wireless keyboard. I use the Happy Hacking Keyboard Pro 2. But as you can see, if I bring that in here, the Apple Magic Keyboard 2 does fit directly next to the Apple Magic Trackpad 2 like this. And you can kind of see it just fits right next to it. And it's kind of an extension of the two. So if you do use this keyboard, it's very easy to just kind of slide from one to the other and just have them right next to each other. So they do really go together in that respect. And I will be reviewing the new Apple Magic keyboard as well in another video, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel for that. So this has been my look of the new Apple Magic Trackpad 2. I think it's definitely a worthy upgrade from the prior version, and I'm really liking it a lot. Check out the description field for pricing and availability, and I'll see you in the comments.